Welcome to FoodieMommaPH.
I'm Ki.
I'm King.
And today we are here at Tomas, Morato, Quezon City to try out delicious Filipino food from South of Mindanao right here at Palm Grill Restaurant. Are you excited to try it?
Yes!
Let's go!
Yes! Woo!
Welcome to Palm Grill Kitchen, and we're going to show you the specialties and the dishes that we will be serving to you later. Right this way to show you how we grill the Pianggang Manok, one of our specialties. Ayan. So basically, we're just grilling the specialties before we plate it. Ayan. After grilling it, we top it with the sauce. This is a sauce that we cook it with for an hour and 30 minutes. And then we top it sa chicken that's been grilled after. So if you notice, it has a lot of oil, but I want people to know not to be afraid of the oil because that's natural coconut oil. Because when you cook coconut milk for an hour and 30 minutes, it produces its natural coconut oil. So basically, it's very, very healthy. So this guy over here is my head chef, si Chef Romano. He's been with Palm Grill for a long time, and right now he's doing the Sizzling Sambal Squid. So we make our own sambal sauce, and when we get the order, this is how we prepare it. Here, as you can see naman, is the Tiyula Itum or the black beef soup or black beef bulalo of the Tausugs. Yeah. Chef is already preparing it. What we do is we prepare everything as early as 8 a.m. at the restaurants. So the Tiyula Itum over here is with lemongrass, the burnt coconut, and the short ribs, the beef short ribs. So the soup base with the meat has already been cooked earlier. So now we're going to be plating it. These are short ribs. Ayan. Last and final, this is a baked bone marrow. We will be torching this later on your table. That's why we top before the oil. This one is the deep fried pampano in sambal. So basically, we already started frying. It's basic lang. It's pampano that we marinated with just salt and pepper, and then we deep fry it until it's golden brown. This is our sambal sauce, and we make our own sambal sauce. Our sambal is tomato base. So there's more tomatoes. There's lemon, there's turmeric, ginger, lemongrass, and all the spices. So now we're going to be plating our deep fried pampano in sambal. So we just top it.
So this one you call it sambal, it's not palapa?
No, it's not. It's different, yes. Actually, the Tausugs call it pamapa. The Magindanaoans call it palapa. And the difference between the two is the palapa uses more of the turmeric. That's why it's more yellow base. And the Tausugs pamapa has more of the burnt coconut. That's why it's black. That's the difference between the two. And we're gonna add the oil. The oil basically that comes from the coconut milk as well. There you go. So that's our sambal. The Satti, as you can see, Chef Romano is preparing for us. This comes with the pamapa. The pamapa comes with more of the turmeric, hence the color. This is a sweet and spicy taro-like soup that is going to be the base of the chicken and beef Satti that we have. In Zamboanga City, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi, people over there, the locals, have this for breakfast because it's a complete meal. It comes with sticky rice balls, barbecue beef or chicken, and plus the soup. Going to be torching the baked bone marrow. And this is our chicken Belacan. Our chicken Belacan comes with the Belacan pastes. We make our own Belacan paste as well. It's fermented shrimps with a lot of tomatoes, lemon, and spices. And the chicken breast is grilled and it's marinated overnight with turmeric and lemon zests and rind. And this is our specialty Bubuk Rice.
So we have all the Mindanaoan foods here prepared by Chef Miggy, and he's going to be joining us. Maybe you can walk us through the dishes.
Yes, definitely. So, Key, first of all, thank you for coming over and for discovering Mindanao with us here at Palm Grill. The specialties that we put out for you are what we coined the ZamBaSulTa specialties. It's short for Zamboanga City, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. So this is the southern tip most of Mindanao Island, and these specialties are local and common to the people over there. So in the center over here, we have with a big slab of a bone marrow is what we call the Tiyula Itum. Tiyula Itum is a black beef soup of the Tausugs. The flavor profile is somewhat like a bulalo but 2.0.
Wow.
Yung tawag ko sa kanya. Kasi mas
2.0.
intense because of the pamapa that we use that uses galangal, turmeric, ginger, lemongrass. So it's really flavorful and aromatic. And over here is also it's called the Pianggang Manok. It's a chicken dish that's cooked with pamapa as well. It's a Tausug favorite and specialty. It's black because of the burnt coconut. That's the component of the pamapa really. And then it's slow cooked in coconut milk, and then it's grilled to perfection for the char taste. Wow. On the far left natin is the chicken Belacan. Belacan is a shrimp paste that we make in our kitchen. That's grilled chicken breasts, and that's the Belacan paste over there that comes all together. And moving to the side, we have the beef and chicken Sati in Zamboanga. This is very famous because we always have it for breakfast.
Wow.
Or a hangover meal. So pag lasing ka, you go to a place just on the sidewalk. It's a street food basically. So you get these beef skewers, you get the chicken barbecue, there are some sticky rice balls, and then the sweet and spicy taro soup. Over here is the sambal, Sizzling Sambal squid. So we are proud to say we also make our sambal sauce. It's squid that's stuffed with the sambal. It's served in sizzling plates. And of course, our deep fried pampano with sambal sauce as well. So that's the fish version of it. Here, the yellow rice, or they call it Kyuning, or turmeric rice.
Kyuning?
Kyuning.
Kyuning.
That's how the Tausugs call it. Or in layman's term, they call it turmeric rice. It's cooked with coconut milk as well and some spices. And here, the platter of what we're very proud to introduce, it's something new. It's called the Bubuk Rice. It's steamed rice that's made with the bubuk. The bubuk is a flavorful mix of dried coconut, turmeric, pepper, chilies, and dried fish. Here, right now, is most of those specialties that I've made mention of the ZamBaSulTa region.
So all of these recipes are made by you?
Yes, that's
Wow,
correct.
that's
They're
so
all
special.
inspired from the traditional way of making the pamapas, for instance. But our family, we tweaked it to make it our own. So we added some special processes in the preparation and the cooking to elevate it further. Because if you visit these areas, Zamboanga, Basilan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, most of these specialties are household, prepared in the house or in the home.
Yeah.
Or you'll find it in some sort of, Tausugs call it kadday or karinderia.
Okay, kadday.
So it's a street food basically. So here in Palm Grill, because we wanted to introduce it to Luzon and to specifically Metro Manila, we wanted to elevate it in such a way they'll appreciate it more.
Wow.
Because we know naman, not a lot of people really has the chance to travel in these areas yet.
True.
So that's why we brought it here to give them a taste of home.
Wow, that's wonderful. And so there's ZamBaSulTa, but which part did you really come from? Like, where did you
Okay, I was born in Sulu.
Okay.
And I grew up in Zamboanga City. So I am by heart a Tausug.
Okay.
Yes, and I have lived amongst the locals, the Badjaos, the Samals, the Tausugs, the Yakans, the Zamboangueños. And I think I'm very fortunate to have been exposed to all these type of individuals uniquely of their own.
Yeah.
So that's why I was really inspired by that, on top of my grandmother and my mother who prepares this at home. And that's why we came up with Palm Grill in 2017.
Wow. I'm so excited.
Yes. Key, first thing we'll try is the Tiyula Itum.
Tiyula Itum.
Serving.
Okay. This is gonna be my first Tiyula Itum.
So itong Tiyula Itum, this is mild spicy, but traditionally it's really, really spicy.
Okay.
But because Manileños, they're not really fond of spicy
Very
food,
spicy.
so that's why we have to give them an option as to how they like it prepared.
So this is beef?
Yes.
And bone marrow.
Bone marrow.
Wow, look at that fat. Bulalo 2.0. Let's give it a try.
you know, it still blows me away. Even if I've had this since I could remember. Yeah.
Really 2.0. Normally sa bulalo, I would like have separate chili to make it spicy.
Yeah.
So here, you don't need to do that kasi may kasama na siyang spice. And then there's the burnt coconut. And then it's very savory. Is there supposed to be some sweetness from the burnt coconut? Or
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, that's where it's
That's where you
coming
get
from.
the hint of sweetness from.
So good.
Next is the Pianggang Manok.
All right. So you cook it first before you grilled it, right?
Yes, we cook it for an hour and
And a
30
half.
minutes in coconut milk and the spices. Like I said, you don't have to be afraid of the oil because it's natural coconut oil.
Okay, sige.
Yeah.
Right, so we have this pianggang sauce. Let me pour some more on top of it. Oh my goodness. My first pianggang also. The moment it touched my mouth, yung aroma ng coconut oil, coconut milk, sobrang bango. It gives a little bit of sweetness. And then you have the char flavor. Chicken is so tender and moist. I get that creaminess from the coconut milk. It's like very savory sweet. And then there's
Try
some ginger hits,
Yes.
turmeric.
Turmeric.
May galanggal din
Yeah.
ba?
Wala siyang galanggal.
Ah, okay, okay.
But there's turmeric and regular
Lemongrass.
ginger. Lemongrass.
Wow. Very fragrant. Very aromatic. Bakit walang ganito sa typical food sa Manila, no?
Yeah. You know, that's the reason why Palm Grill is here. Because I really wanted to, champion that and let people know that we love our adobo, chicken adobo, but there is so much more to discover with the Philippines.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think it's deserving of that attention, of that love. And it's, on top of that, that's truly Filipino. Kasi
Yeah.
these are methods of cooking that was never colonized by the Spaniards.
Wow.
So the Tausugs has always had their way of cooking from the time there was a Sultanate of Sulu up until now.
So this is the,
Kyuning, the turmeric rice.
in Singapore and Malaysia, they call it nasi kuning.
Nasi kuning.
Yeah, this is parang ang social ng Kyuning.
Yeah.
Nasi Kyuning.
Yeah, nasi kuning. As we call it Kyuning.
Do you want to try it? All right. So Kayla will get to try the chicken pianggang with the turmeric rice. Are you ready, Kayla?
Yeah.
Still hot? What's the taste?
Good.
And then now, I'll make you try the bubuk rice.
Wow. What does bubuk mean?
Bubuk is like, in Tausug, it's like dusts. So, it's parang, you know that term when you find an old wood, tapos meron siyang, parang ganun. Kasi
Okay.
the texture and the color and how it looks, bubuk rice.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So you can try it as this, and then you can try it with the chicken as well. There you go.
Sa mga Japanese, di ba? They would put the furikake.
Condiment, yeah.
So this is like the Mindanao version of the furikake.
Of the
Kasi
furikake.
parang it's very umami
Yes.
packed.
Yeah.
Savory siya. And kanin palang ulam na.
So just imagine if you mix that all together. If you eat it with your pianggang or with your Belacan Manok.
Sarap.
Yeah.
Wala pa akong ulam nito.
Kanin pa lang ulam na. This time, I'll put the Belacan pastes on your chicken so you get to try it all together.
Chicken with the belacan.
Yeah.
Let me try with the belacan. This is a totally different belacan for me. So it's sweetish.
Yes.
What makes it sweet?
The ripened tomatoes that we cook it with. Yeah. So the tomatoes that we use to cook the Belacan paste with is overripe tomatoes. And then if you get that citrusy taste from the lemon.
You know why? Because again, in Singapore, whenever I eat in Malay,
Yes.
nasi padang,
Yes.
they would have this belacan.
Belacan.
And lagi akong natatakot. Kasi talagang laging, siya, sobrang anghang niya, natadtad
Tad
talaga
ng
siya ng
sili.
sobrang ng sili.
Yeah.
Pero ito sobrang, pwede sa mga Manileños talaga siya.
Yes. You know, one of the elements that we really try to shy away from is the spice. Because if we wanted to cater to a palate that's not used to it, we have to make sure it's palatable for them. But, however, you can request it to be chili over here. So, if you come and dine,
I will.
if your palate is more of the maanghang side, the chili side, then you can always
Take
click it
note
for you.
to my audience who loves spice. Okay, let's try the beef with the Satti sauce. I-drown ko muna siya. Parang ang comforting niya.
Yes.
I can imagine, like you said, this is normally eaten for breakfast.
For breakfast.
Ang
Tama.
sarap. It's a totally different satay because in Malaysia, it's just the skewers with the peanut sauce on the side.
Yes.
In Indonesia, it looks quite the same in terms of being saucy, pero totally different flavor profile, di ba?
Yes, that's correct.
Wow.
Actually, you get hints of Malaysian, Indonesian with it. But Tausug cuisine has really its own identity.
Yeah.
And why most of the specialties always had that perfect balance of sweetness and spiciness and savory. So altogether, it blends so well. And sometimes you fear a food to be too sweet, it's not so good, or too spicy, or too savory. Pero this one is always really balance siya. So this time around, yes, you're gonna get to try our sambal. Put it on your plate with the sambal sauce. And add more. And it's more tomato base.
So if the Belacan earlier is sweet, this one is salty savory. Grabe naman.
Every time I get a lot of first-timers who would come to the restaurant and who would say, what kind of food is that? Or we're not familiar. So they try a little bit of everything first because syempre, typical Filipino, they're scared unless they really get to try. And before you know it, they've been ordering seconds and thirds of everything. And the good thing about it is we always get to convert them as returning regular customers. Because we're proud to say that you can't really find most of this elsewhere.
Yeah, that is true. That is so true.
And if you want to treat your family, friends, or foreigners, visitors, tourists to something still Filipino but completely different, I think ZamBaSulTa cuisine is the perfect way of introducing a new gastronomical experience for them.
Very educational.
Yes, that's true.
Cultural.
There's a story to everything, basically. There's a history to it that's truly Filipino, and we should be very, very proud of these cuisines. And yeah, so I'm happy.
I think dapat ini-introduce talaga even outside of the Philippines.
That's true. And another version of that, Pampano. Apparently, it's one of the most famous fishes here in Metro Manila and Luzon. So it's deep fried. Very simple. You just deep fry it, and then you top it with the same sambal. And then there you go.
Wow. Okay, I'll try it with the Kyuning. Bagay na bagay yung any seafood or any meat you can put with the sambal. It will go well. It's sarap. Okay na. Wala na akong masasabi, chef. Talagang ubusin ko na to lahat.
Dessert time.
Do you know what this is called? So this is their famous dessert here, and they call it Knickerbocker Halo. Can you say Knickerbocker?
This is Knickerbocker Halo.
Let's try. So there's vanilla ice cream on top. And then there's, did you know there's mango there? There's banana, there's nata. Let's try the ice cream first. Let's go. You already tried.
There's watermelon
Sweet
there.
and good. I got some sweet watermelon there too.
Yeah, there's watermelons, I told you. Look at the mango. My favorite mango.
There's a very creamy type of cream that they use here. I love it. With the freshness of the fruits. Wow. Good?
Good. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna eat the Bang Sug.
These are Tausug native cakes. So we have over here is called Pangi Pangi.
Pangi
Pangi Pangi is like your donut. Palikambing is like banana fritters.
Okay.
And then this one is called Kitut.
Kitut.
Yeah, it's glutinous rice that are deep fried and then tossed with sugar glaze.
Wow.
And then inside there is like some sort of like a bukayo.
Okay, so this is the Bang Sug, and this specific dessert we're trying is called Pangi Pangi. Let's try it.
Now this is mine.
Okay. Oh, it's so good. Crispy, crunchy on the outside. Right? And then it's very soft. Let me try the Palikambing. So, at first glance, it kind of looks like maruya. Because maruya, I think, is battered and then deep fried and then dusted with sugar. So, let's see how different this is. Okay, I'll try it.
No, you hold it.
And this is the Kitut, which is gonna be my first time trying deep fried glutinous rice. And the color of it is the first as well. Okay, you can use your fork. Look at this. I've never seen this type of dessert or merienda before. It's like very dark and then very shiny. Let's see. Look what's inside here. There's bukayo, which has a beautiful like sweet coconut flavor and like grainy texture inside. It's still piping hot, so it's a little bit like crisp on the outside and then soft on the inside. There's some crunch to it too. All of this is like familiar and done differently, so it's so good.
This one is the Tiyula Itum or the Sulu coffee. It's from Robusta beans that are planted in the volcanic soil of Sulu. That's why you get the earthy tones and notes on the coffee.
All right, so Bang Sug will not be complete without Sulu coffee. So let's complete this entire Mindanao cuisine food experience with Sulu coffee. Oh, I like this. It's like the perfect strong coffee. Like it's not super duper extra strong. It's strong enough, and I love how like earthy it is. Plain black is the way to go to pair with this Bang Sug. Delicious merienda. I think hindi ko na siya matigilan. Talagang napakasarap na itong merienda na to. I think I'll be full until dinner time because of this.
Oh, I'm so full.
Me too.
I like the halo and
Yeah?
the crispy donut and the chicken.
The chicken pianggang. Me too. I equally liked everything that we ate. Oh my goodness. What an experience to have tasted South of Mindanao cuisine. Zamboanga, Sulu, Basilan, and Tawi-Tawi all in one restaurant here in Palm Grill, supporting Filipino food, championing Filipino delicacies, traditional and Filipino made. And it makes me really proud to be here, experiencing it all with you, Kayla. Guys, if you happen to be in the Philippines and you don't have much time to go to South of Mindanao to try out their foods, please come here at Tomas, Morato, Quezon City. So I was born and raised in Belacan. I've never tried any Filipino dish that tasted like what we just had just now. So please do try it for yourself. Experience it with your family and friends, especially the Bang Sug.
Yeah, me too. It was my first time trying halo.
The Knickerbocker Halo.
Yeah.
So that's just a short and sweet review of Palm Grill Restaurant. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next video here in Singapore.
The Philippines.
So we'll see you again here in
The Philippines.
Bye.